According to the villager's lectern, there are two main problems in the modern world: the invasion of the redstone computers and the alarming update of the Nether. My journey was brief: 3 days in the desert temple and 1 in the fisherman village. During my time in the fisherman village, I bought a cooked salmon, enormous, and for the low price of 1 emerald. I was told not to keep it in my inventory, rather in storage. Ha! Just try. Happily, while traveling to an igloo, on my way I came across a snowy village. My pet wolf showed me to an inn. The day before, they installed a redstone machine made by Eleanor the Redstone Genius, but before they could iron out the bugs, a water leak flowed and the computer broke, so they couldn't tell me if they had a room available. Toward evening, I managed to get into a room. Worried about my salmon, I put it in my hotbar and looked for a place to put it in. In most hotels, there is simply a chest filled with a potion of swiftness, a potion of regeneration in case you get hurt, a golden apple and a splash weakness potion in case some of the villagers turn to zombies, some bread, and an apple. This was a double chest filled with shulker boxes, each individually packed to the brim with items. 1 shulker box was filled to the brim with leaping potions. 1 shulker box was filled to the brim with swiftness potions. A couple shulker boxes were filled with water bottles, buckets of milk, honey bottles. And then, of course, there was the food. There were 5 shulker boxes filled individually with cake, and many others I will not go through the patience to name. There was nowhere to put my salmon. I removed a couple of shulker boxes and put them in my inventory. I put my salmon in the chest, left the building, and took a walk with my dog. When I returned, the salmon was sitting on the crafting table. I checked the chest and it was once again filled with shulker boxes. I checked my inventory and all the shulker boxes I removed were still there. I called the head villager and complained about my situation, who did not understand and pointed to a sign to their left. The sign stated, "Any complaints can be filed by renaming a piece of paper on the anvil below and putting it in the chest, which will be sent to the computer." I filed a complaint. I returned to my room and opened the chest. I took out a couple different shulker boxes and put them in my inventory, which was now almost full, yet thankfully my hotbar was empty. I put the salmon in the chest and then took a nap. When I awoke at sunset, the salmon was back lying on the crafting table, but this wasn't the salmon I remembered. It was merely an item. I went to the head villager and they presented me with the bill. It was astronomical. The bill was the low price of a full shulker box of diamonds. They said that in 2.5 days I had consumed 100 bottles of leaping potions, 700 bottles of swiftness potions, 2,000 bones, a full stack of netherite blocks, and enough milk to cure all the villagers afflicted with the witch's potion effects in 1.11's border. I asked for a lawyer. They brought me a creeper head. My cat is confused, the salmon is dead, and the next 3 dogs I tamed insist I give them more of the 2,000 bones that I paid for.